member, councillors, Rotarians, my fellow exchange students of course, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Grimaudo, and it is on behalf of the Outbound students that I speak today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging and thanking Rotary and the people of Cairns who support Rotary in all of its deeds. It is through this generosity that we here in the Green Blazers today, well, the ones without so many badges, have been gifted with a journey of a lifetime. This week, we leave our homes for a year's international exchange in a foreign land, thanks to Rotary's International Youth Exchange Program. So, of course, this journey begins with a plane ride. The ride continues without detachment from all that is familiar. It then transforms us, as you will no doubt hear from Emil for the inbound students, from newcomers in a foreign land to confident conduits of cultural exchange. The ride is fraught with obstacles of homesickness, culture shock, language barriers, but the destination is so very worthwhile. We will be forced to draw strength and courage from within and succeed and come home as adults with eyes of compassion, openness and tolerance. The end is bittersweet as we are then compelled to return, leaving behind newfound friends, families, hobbies, interests and ideas. We leave in the next day or two, some this afternoon. Some are already on their way in the skies above us, with Sandy taking them to South America. Whilst the program is open from students between 15 and 19, most of us have just graduated from Year 12. It's been a constant source of strength, hope and perseverance through my Year 12 studies to know that the greatest reward is still ahead of me. But I will admit, I didn't know anything about Rotary before 2011. I was just a girl with a passion for travel and language and culture, and I thought exchange happened to other people and wasn't available to me. A visit from a Rotarian, namely Mr. Michael Tran, and an inbounder from France called Max made it seem very, very possible even for me. I was smitten with this new love, and its name was Rotary, and it was so very easy to keep in touch. Once I started to look, the mark of Rotary was everywhere. It can be found in our local parks, charities, fundraisers, sponsors at events, or just anywhere that there are people in need. Sandy, Michael and the Rotary Exchange team made swift contact, and it is from there to here that I stand proudly before you as the District 955 Outbound for Denmark 2K13. Most teenagers push the boundaries of independence well within the comfortable proximity of family support, but we will be relying on the support of people we haven't met yet. It is humbling that complete strangers across the globe will volunteer to share their lives, resources and homes with a bunch of inexperienced and somewhat dependent teenagers and young adults, of course. There's a little fear, okay, there's a lot of fear, and a good dose of nerves and adrenaline rushing through all of us right now. Giving us strength is the knowledge that the organisation of Rotary stretches far across the planet. We know that there is support for us around the clock. Our visas, flights, accommodation, insurance, and most importantly, a travel safari or Eurotour, or whatever you're going to call it, is organised for us. And hey, for some of us, it is better that we confine contact with our families to a computer screen and Skype accessibility. I'm beginning to understand why my mother suggested that I go to Scandinavia. Seriously, why choose a tiny, freezing country after a lifetime of paradise? Hello, have you seen the surrounds? But yes, my mother did suggest Scandinavia, a part of the world that would provide me with language opportunity, a new source of prosperity, and a huge difference in culture. I wanted out of any similarity to home, and well, I guess I got it. My new home for 2013 is the small town of Nakskov on the southern island of Lolland in Denmark. It has a population of just 13,000 people, but I've been assured, by Danish standards, this is quite reasonable. Are we all feeling nice and warm today with the heat and everything? Well, I am headed right into mid-winter, just a bit near the North Pole. I don't have any coat. I'm gonna die. So, because of this, life in our new countries will be stark from the outset. But we're tough. We've packed our Aussie spirit and our leisure mind. So we'll suck it up and deal with it. Like my fellow ambassadors here, I'm excited and so anxious. We look forward to growing accustomed to the ways of our new cultures. There are 15 outbounders from the district. Some are from Cairns and some are from the other ends, which is, as you know, from Delhi to Ella Beach, Mount Isa, Torres Strait. We are off to South Africa, France, Brazil, Canada, the USA, Denmark, Germany, Belgium, etc. And we form part of a huge flock of kids flying out of Australia this week. Be warned, if you're near an airport, during the week, just be prepared to be swamped by kids in green jackets. So, we're going to so many places, but I will be thinking of my fellow Aussie exchange buddies all the time, wondering if they're feeling homesick when I am, wondering if their new cuisine tastes as good as mine will, or if their new host family has been as kind to them as mine has already been to me. Wondering if their new school feels weird, or wondering if they too are wearing 6 layers of clothes and still looking absolutely fabulous. Wondering if they too, especially wondering if they have also developed their own form of sign language because they can't speak the language. Because of this, I am thankful that we live in an era of technology. Keeping track of Philip's sojourn to France or Kaz's wild adventures in South Africa will be so very easy for us. Not so easy for me is remembering the luggage code on my suitcase. Can't believe I've already failed that one and I haven't even left home yet. In an era of pin codes, it's quite embarrassing. So, after the luggage code, my biggest obstacle will probably be the Danish language. As I'm rather fond of using superlatives, how will I cope? Ask anyone, Danish is not an easy language. It's like they decided to get a whole bunch of letters and chuck them into a word, but went, no, we'll only pronounce those 3. Leaving me, the foreigner, very confused all the time. No matter how many times I've asked Emil and other Danish people to speak slowly and teach me pronunciation, I don't possess a supernatural larynx. It's something I'll have to work on. But, as the Danish say, det kommer, it comes. And so we bid our beloved Cairns and all of you here farewell. To Rotary, we thank you again for everything that you do for all and for us. Believe us, we will be proud ambassadors. There are more kangaroos, grabby koalas, key rings, flags, boomerangs, and beer coolers in our luggage than actual clothes. I may have a few Tim Tams and violet crumbles, but nowhere near enough Vegemite. We will return as worthy prodigal sons and daughters eager to contribute. I leave you now with the words of a former president of Rotary International. If every young person did an international exchange, there would be no wars. Thank you, Rotary. Thank you to my club, Cairns Sunrise. Thank you, Cairns. Farewell.